everybody, this is the awesome MCB here, and today we're going to be talking about something a little bit different. This is going to be rural internet options. Like, if you live in a rural area and your speeds are slow, on what would be your best options here. Now, before we begin, you need to first to make sure if your ISP offers any more faster speeds. Like, this is not a video on how to get like your current speed faster for what you're paying for. Yeah, let's just get right into this. Okay, so your first option is going to be a load balancing router, which in the cases it's good. So pros for this, it gives you faster connection. Most cases it's simple to do, and yeah, that's pretty much it there. Now the cons for this is you'd most likely, if you want to have like, it would most likely depend on how many you want. Like, so if you wanted twice the speed, you're gonna need twice the modems, which your ISP usually provides you, which is of course like grabbing, in most cases, a DSL line. So you need a DSL line plugged into one and then plugged in the other, and then the Ethernet ports would need to be both connected into the load balancing router, and then going out into your maybe in like a Wi-Fi router or whatever. Now, this is usually the problem is it's just the cost of it. Like it's not a free option. You would need to convince your ISP saying, "Hey, I kind of want to get 2 lines in my house." You would need to convince them there, or more, of course, depending on what you want. Second, you would need to like be paying twice the monthly bill. So like, for example, if you have like 25 megabits per second, and that's the fastest they can give you. If you did this option, you not need one, but two 25 internet megabits options. So you would need twice the modems. The price would be double the price. And just you combining it into one. I mean, usually, yeah, it's not the best solution, but if you have rural internet, it's most likely be your best bet. Especially like if you maybe had like. Maybe if you had 100 megabits per second, you could get, I don't know, like 200 megabits per second if you're not in a rural area. So pretty much this one can be used anywhere. And not only that these load balancing routers like have its own little, they can combine them. That they can also have a failover mode if that wasn't your wanted to do. So like if you were running something really important, you can have one connection, your main connection, and then another another connection be a failover. So if like the internet was to fail and you were maybe doing something really important, then it wouldn't go down. Usually this is best with like 3G and 4G signals most of the time. But anyway, let's move on. Okay, the second one is the one I actually use. I'm currently about to get I usually get about 50 down and 30 up with this method. And let me see if I can grab this here. This is a Netgear LB1120 router, which uses AT&T cell phone towers with an unlimited plan. Now, of course, that may just to be, in my opinion, in rural areas, LTE towers are your best friend here. I'm not even kidding. Usually with our previous internet service provider that was wired with DSL was about 7 down and half up, but with this I'm able to get at least 50 down and 30 up. But the only thing is that I'm usually able to get more if I'm not within after that 22 gigabyte plan. Like after what I have with AT&T's unlimited plan, it's after 22 gigabytes they demonetize you, so other traffic is prioritized over yours. But if you're living in a rural area, that's not going to usually be too much of an issue. But if you're in a more like bigger city, but it's just the internet speeds are bad there, then you may have some issues. You would need to I'm not sure, you would need to get private rely on another service to get you that internet. First, I'll link in a couple websites. The LB1120 is a great router, especially it's from Netgear, which is a company that really knows what they're doing with this technology, unlike some other companies. But But of course, the LB1120 only supports AT&T and T-Mobile. So if you had faster T-Mobile speeds, do the T-Mobile. If you have faster AT&T speeds, do AT&T. With this plan though, it's about 22 gigabytes that they demonetize you over traffic. So before I'm demonetized, I can get about 75 to 100 megas per second. Then after 22 gigabytes, I can still get 50 down, which is perfect. So I don't have to worry too much about that. And if you can't get AT&T or T-Mobile in an area, or the towers are too crowded, there are other routers out there that will support LTE towers, such as like there's devices that do all four. There's some that do only Sprint and Verizon. It's kind of hard to find due to the fact that internet plans are a little bit crazy. Like they don't usually most of the time unlimited plans they don't throttle you, they demonetize you. So usually this would be my bet. The only benefit of this option is like if you have good cell phone tower service and the speeds on it are fast. Also, I should point out that if you wanted to combine the first option, you can, but if you hit that demonetizing point, that could become, of course, an issue. Like maybe if they were both being demonetized and they're both using it at the same time, you're not most likely going to get double the speeds because they would both be within the top percentages that's using the most. So it's most likely hard to say. Just check cell phone towers in your area. Most of the time, this device can get about 150 megabits per second. It's great. The only thing is it doesn't have like a Wi-Fi in it, so it's only Ethernet. So most of the time, you can just grab that, plug an Ethernet cord to the block, and then plug it into a Wi-Fi router, which is mainly your only way if you want to get Wi-Fi to all the devices in your house, is you would need another router to broadcast it for you. So I guess that about clears it. I mean, I don't really want to get into satellite internet because the only pros for satellite internet is it's available anywhere, but the cons is, well, they may advertise 25 megabits per second. However, the data caps are small, it's expensive, and the latency is terrible. So it's not really going to even be on this list because it's that bad that even if you had like an internet service provider that was offering maybe 5 megabits per second and satellite was offering 25, do the main DSL one, which is like, in other words, the 5 megabit one, because satellite is something you want to avoid at all costs. So, again, I hope that sums it up on real internet options. So, I hope you all have enjoyed this video and this explanation of what would be the best option for your internet and all that. And if you have enjoyed and this has provided you with some helpful tips, be sure to hit that like button down below. And of course, if you're new around here, you can go ahead and click that subscribe button and hit that bell icon. Yeah, I'll see you all later.